Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going through the 14 easy faceless niches that print $10,000 per month, and these are very perfect for people who are starting out. So let's jump into these niches right away. So this is the first niche. I found this channel. It's called Mandarin Tech. So the channel already has 27 videos. They have 60,000 subscribers, and they have made over 1.2 million views. Now, these are the things that I liked about this channel. This channel has very attractive thumbnails. When you look at their thumbnails and you look at the way they have displayed them, they are very attractive, mostly for people who are looking for new innovations and new things in tech. You can look at the thumbnail where they're showing a certain bridge that's coming from the water. It's really perfect. And even others, when you look at these videos, they are good. But what I noticed, it is mostly talking about tech and the new innovations that are coming out of China. So this is something that you can do. When you look at the average average video length, it is over 15 minutes. So when you are trying to emulate such a channel, you want to also be consistent when it comes to the thumbnails. What I've noticed is that they don't have any text in the thumbnail, so they really want to portray the activity that's going on. If you want to do this, maybe you can have some kind of text that is good, but also it has to connect with the titles. And what I've also noticed is that with the thumbnails, you can actually work on them and even create much more attractive thumbnails. The other thing that you can do is that when it comes to sourcing out the titles, you can even be much more better with the topics. So let's go to another channel. The other channel that we have is here, Money Legends. They have over 29 videos. When you look at what they have done with these 29 videos, they have done over 7.2 million views, which is very insane when it comes to the number of videos. So what do? What they are doing, they are mostly talking about stories about various businesses that were built, but then they broke these empires, or something went wrong given the circumstances that surround running this businesses. When you look at them, I want you to look at the thumbnails. There is that consistency when it comes to the design, the way the words are portrayed. The words are very big and they are very visible, white and the red text, but also how the icons or the logos of these companies are put out. So there is that kind of consistency. So it is majorly talking about companies that have products that people have used. But mostly what I've noticed is that most of these companies are companies that are in the United States, even though there are other companies that are coming from elsewhere. So this niche is very good because you'll be targeting mostly people who are in the United States, but also getting viewership from other people who are coming or who are watching from other countries. The channel is blowing up. When you look at their oldest video, it is 3 months. So this is a very, very, very new channel. So when you are trying to do such videos, you want your narrations to be very well, but also the topics. You want to research on the topics that really create controversies around certain companies, because some companies definitely have done things that are not good, and mostly they have been able to, in one way or another, break their revenues or fail on some of the products. So you want to bring out stories that are factual, but at the same time very interesting to the users who watch this channel. But I believe this is something, this is a channel that can bring you over $10,000 or even $20,000, because I believe this channel is already making in between $20,000 to $30,000, given that they are talking about business which is related to mostly finance. So this other channel is also called Heroes of the Homeland. They have 388 videos. and 11,000 subscribers. They have over 4.3 million views. This channel is also good. What they are talking about, they are mostly stories about uh, the war and different kinds of war stories that happened, but mostly in the World War, in other wars that were fought. So it is mostly an AI generated channel. And even when you look at how they are doing the videos, mostly they are AI generated images and perfect narration voiceovers for these war stories. These stories are very intriguing because people watch them and love them. When you look at how they are doing these videos are very, very doable. What I've noticed is that they are doing a whole amount of videos that are very much. When it comes to the thumbnails depict that feel of the wars, but mostly the wars that happened like 50 years ago, 60 years ago. What you would love to do with the thumbnails, I believe you can do a better job when it comes to the thumbnails. You can be able to do a very, very good job when it comes to the thumbnails. You can improve them. You see that they have had some videos that have really performed well. These ones are having over 572,000 views, 320,000 views. So they have had some videos that have performed well. And I believe the rule that they use the 80 to 20 rule, where you know that 20% of the videos that you put out are going to outperform the 80%. So what they're doing, they're putting out a whole huge amount of videos, and the ones that get to perform, they're the ones that are boosting this channel. And that's why they've been able to make 4.3 million views, which is good. So when you're going into this channel, you want to increase on the length of the videos that you are making, but you also want to make the thumbnails even much more better. Let's go into the next channel. The next channel is called The Analyst. They have 274 views, and when you look at their views, they have a very insane amount of views, which is 61 million views. Mostly what they are doing, they are analyzing various things, but mostly they are talking about mental disorders, things that happened, color skins, impossible things that were solved. They are mostly picking out the rare kinds of things that happened or that are happening in society, and they are explaining them in much more details. And how they explain them, mostly it is by the use of these kinds of images. So this is something that you can do. These videos can take you to a cost of about, I can say, $30 per video. Or when you find someone who is very good in storytelling, it can even be more, but I believe it will be worth the money. So you can be able to rent out the services of someone on platforms like Fiverr. They get to do these videos for you, but as long as you are able to emulate the patterns that you see in the thumbnails. When you see the thumbnails, there is this consistency that comes. There is emotions in the thumbnails, but there is the consistency that comes. But also the selection of the topics is really very well articulated. So I believe this channel is even making something like $50,000 because most of their videos are very, very good, and they are picking up. Because when you look at their last video, they made it 4 weeks ago. So when you want to enter into this niche, you want to first of all do a huge bunch of videos, and you want to be consistent when it comes to putting out the videos. You don't want to put out the videos and then you take like a month without posting. You want to be consistent with how you put out the videos, so you can outbid this channel with consistency and even much more better intriguing topics. This other channel is called Fun History. I picked out this channel. It doesn't really have so much videos, but when you look at the video that they have put out, it is really about American history, and the narrations are good and how they've made it. When you look at this channel, it is already 4.8 million views when it comes to this very video that they have put out. And now this is something that you can do. When you look at the text and the images in the thumbnail. These are thumbnails that you can do. When you want to do perfect thumbnails, you can use a tool like Google AI Studio. You can go to that tool and maybe you get the thumbnail, you take it there as a reference image, and then you can recreate it into something that you want. That is one of the ways that I use when I'm creating the thumbnails for my channel. So I believe it is something that can work for you. Before we go any further, I want to call upon you. If you've not yet subscribed to our channel, I'm requesting that you subscribe. When you subscribe, you're going to get access to daily videos about various new niches that you can jump into. Easy to do niches that you can be able to jump into and have the capacity to make over $10,000. So please subscribe to the channel because it is very helpful for us to continue to bring you this content on a daily basis. So let's jump into another niche. This channel is called Quote Library. So what they are doing mostly, what they are focusing on, there are quotes and the images they are using. They are using images on the thumbnails of various prominent people. Now this channel is a bit old, but I brought it out because they've had so much success. When you look at the 72 videos that they have over 138 subscribers. That means people love this kind of content. They love it. They relate with it because it talks about things that are happening in their lives, and it gives them the sense of what to do when it comes to making their lives better. When you look at these videos, 72 videos, they have over 10 million views, which is really good. But they have that consistency. They have the character at the right hand side of the thumbnails, and then they have a quote, a sample quote on the left hand side of the thumbnail. So that kind of consistency, when you want to emulate a channel, you want to look at what really makes them go viral. How do they create their titles? How do they create their thumbnails? And when you look at their video view length, it's 8 minutes long. So when you're going into such a space, you want to do videos that are kind of longer because you know there are competitors who are already working well. You want to outcompete them, and the only way you outcompete them is to do better. I believe this channel is even making over $20,000 because of the way their videos are performing, because the latest video was done 6 days ago and it has already 8,000 8,000 views, and other channels are even doing well, but they are not posting regularly. So if you want to go into this space, what you want to do, you want to be able to post at least regularly. You can post a video at least a day, and you want to do these videos and make them much more longer. The algorithm loves people who post on a daily basis because it understands them. So if they have tailored their videos and they have optimized them in a much more better way, and they are into a niche that is really desirable to the viewers, then they are going to blow up and they can really make money. So the other channel that I have on the list is a finance channel. When you look at their videos, they have done over 25 videos and they have 1.5 million views. And I can tell you that the finance niche is very lucrative. When you look at this niche, so it has a revenue per mil of over $28. So I believe on these videos, what they're averaging over $30,000 per month when it comes to these videos. When you want to emulate such a niche, what you want to do is that you want to do even longer videos, because these are just explanatory videos, but they are tapping into something that is very, very crucial. So what you want to focus on, you want to focus on controversial financial aspects that are leading people to fail in their finances, but you want to put them out in a much more better way. So I believe you can do a better job when it comes to the formulation of the titles. That is what you can do. But when it comes to the thumbnails, you don't really have to reinvent the wheel. You can copy the very style of what they're doing and you can emulate it. The other channel that is in the list, it's called Journals of History. They have 20 videos. I want you to look at the consistency of the thumbnail. The thumbnails are very captivating because they are emotional. They show what is really happening with these videos. This video has an average view length of over 36 minutes. So that means people watch it for a very lengthy time, which is very important. When you are making videos, you want to make videos that are very captivating so that people can get to watch them for a very long time. When you look at the captivating scenes in the thumbnails, they are very, very much calling. This channel is doing well because when you look at the 20 videos that they have already done, they already have 1.8 million views, which is really insane. They are monetized with 20 videos. So this is something that you can emulate. It's easy because what they are doing, they're getting a voiceover and they are getting AI images when it comes to the narration. These are stories that you can put out, stories that you can make that can be able to get you to dominate in this niche. But what you want to make perfect voiceovers, narration voiceovers. You can use tools like Gen AI Pro, which make perfect voiceovers, or you can use 11 Labs, which is quite expensive, but Gen AI Pro is kind of relatively cheaper when it comes to creating perfect voiceovers. And for these videos, you can be able to average over $20,000 because the history niche is really very lucrative. So let's go to the next channel. It's called Easily Explained. They have 34 videos. And when you look at the consistency that comes with the thumbnail, the thumbnails have these kinds of pictures and they are explaining various issues. But they made the last video 3 weeks ago and it already has 189,000 views. So this is a niche where you go and you are explaining various things, which is really good. When you look at the 34 videos that they've made, they have over 8.7 million views, which is really perfect. It's perfect. It's a perfect niche where you can jump into. But when you want to do this kind of niche, you want to organize your videos, even make them much more longer. You can do videos that are 20 minutes longer. But also, what you want to focus on, you want to focus on doing something that is very intriguing in terms of the topics that you pick. They have to be kind of intriguing because you want to outcompete. For the thumbnails, you just have to emulate what they're doing because the thumbnails are really doing well in terms of captivating people to click on them. So you don't really have to reinvent the wheel. This channel, I believe, is making much more money. It could be making over $15,000 given how viral the videos are going, and given that they don't have so many videos but they're already doing well. This is a niche that can be doable. Let's go to the next channel, which is Chronicles, but which is also doing very well, and they have 9 videos, and with 9 videos they're already performing well. Mostly what they're doing or what they're talking about, they're talking about stories that happened mostly in the World War battle, but their thumbnails are consistent. You see the thumbnails really relating with the titles. What you want your thumbnails to always tell, you want the thumbnails to tell a silent story. You want them to connect with the titles, and that is very crucial for the users. If they get to understand the thumbnail in split seconds, they will understand the title and it's very easy for them to click. So they are doing well. These are videos that you can do. They are mostly stock videos, old stock videos with a voiceover explaining these stories about the war. This is something that you can do. You can rent out the services of video editors on prominent platforms like Fiverr who are doing this job. And for these videos, they are very cheap. You can be able to get these videos, I believe, at a cost of $20 per video. So if you want to enter into this niche, you want to have that kind of consistency. You post on a daily basis, which will get you up front in terms of engaging your viewers to get more content and growing that channel. This one is mostly about things that have been built. construction and other projects, but they have this kind of consistency. You see the text that they place above, which is a black text, and the white text having a red background, but also the images really tell a story about the kinds of projects that are being done. And it is really blowing up. When you look at the latest videos, they are doing well, mostly, which the performance is very good. The videos are very many, but when you look at the oldest video, let's look at the oldest video. The oldest videos was done 2 years ago. I brought this one out because I believed in how they are making these videos, and the thumbnails are really telling a story, and I believe you can do a better job. You can also do a better job by focusing mostly on various projects that really went wrong or that were catastrophic in different kinds of cities. So you can do a better job when it comes to emulating such a channel. So this one is mostly about various planes. When you look at it and when you look at the views that for the latest video that was done, it is having over 58,000 views. That means that the algorithm has already understood this channel, and it's doing well. They are mostly talking about planes. When you look at such channels, they have niched down to these planes that were used mostly in the World War and the wars that happened earlier, 50 years ago, 30 years ago, and 1970s, 1960s, 1940s. So which is good. The channel is blowing up. And when you look at the 100 videos that they've made, they have done over 3.9 million views, which is good. So these are videos that you can be able to do, because the images can be done by AI, and the voiceovers also with the narration can be done. They're doing quite well, and I believe it's a channel that's getting over $10,000. The other channel that I picked out, it's called Since the 1945s. It's a very, very good channel. They have 72 videos. But when you look at the images that they have chosen for their thumbnails, the images are captivating. There is emotion when it comes to these thumbnails, and the thumbnails are performing very, very, very well. They are putting out videos mostly. Actually, when you look at their output of the videos, they are putting out like 2 videos or 3 videos per day, which is what I've always talked about. When you want to go into such a niche, you want to dominate it, you want to do longer videos, in between 25 to 30 minutes long, but also you want to have that consistency. People need to see you, but also the algorithm needs to understand you. It needs to understand the types of videos that you do. And when you look at the videos that they have just put out 6 hours ago, 9 hours ago, 12 hours ago, 15 hours ago, the videos are really blowing up. But what I've noticed, what could be the cause of blowing? They are bringing out these kinds of old stories about the wars that happened, but also the emotions that are portrayed in the thumbnails. They have not really used texts in their thumbnails, but the emotions that are in the thumbnails are really captivating. So you want to zero down to something that captivated. For I see here they are mostly bringing videos about World War II and what the German soldiers were planning and what they did. They're also bringing stories about the Japanese soldiers, but they have this kind of consistency. They are posting like 3 videos a day, which is something that you also want to emulate when you go into this niche. This niche is very lucrative. When you look at these videos, they can be able to get you even over $30,000, given that the history niche is very high. They have a revenue per meal of over $15, which is something that you would love to capitalize on. So this is our last video, actually rather channel. It's called Gippy Circuit. These ones are videos mostly about the Gippy motor racing, but the reason as to why I brought it out and why I believe they are blowing up, it is the consistency in their thumbnails. They have this big text, mostly yellow, mixed with the white text which is on the top, and they have the images of people below. So this kind of consistency really gives form to a channel. When people engage with your channel, they get to see one video and then they get to see another. There is that kind of identity that you create with such uh, consistency when it comes to the thumbnails. But even when you look at their titles, the titles are very emulated well. You see that the kind of emotion or something that they want to bring out, it is always the element that is highlighted or put in capital letters. Like you see this title inside, Ducati's worst motor GTP, then Naya's mystery bike, then Bezechi's punished. So they are bringing out something when it comes to the titles. The titles are formulated well to capture people. What Ducati just revealed. So you see, the revealed is in capital letters. They always want to motivate the viewers to click on their videos, given the fact that they want them to know what really happened in terms of what the title says, what the thumbnail says, and what is in the video. So they are getting an insane amount of views, because when you look at the 210 videos that they've made, they're averaging over 3.9 million views, which is a lot. So this is a selection of the channels that can print you over $10,000 when you're a beginner. You can go into these niches because they are easy to do, and they can be able to get you perfectly the $10,000 per month that can be done in an easy way. So if you've loved the content that we put out, please, I'm calling you again to subscribe to this channel, because we are doing videos every day of various niches that can help you make money on easy mode, or what you can call pilot mode. Thank you. See you in another video.